Hello and welcome back everybody to another World of Warcraft gold farming video. So in this video we're going to be farming the Azure Whelpling, Protectors, Lofty, Sunscale and Jade Transmog sets. So before you do anything, make sure to check your auction house prices for these items to see if it's worth doing for you. But I do want to remind you that this is a very heavy RNG based farm. So you might farm here for 10 or 20 minutes and you might get 2 or 3 items if you're extremely lucky and make hundreds of thousands of gold. Or you might farm here for 3, 4, 5 days and you might not get anything. So I do want to make sure you keep that in mind while doing this. I do have plenty of other videos which don't require a lot of RNG, so you can check those out if you want. But other than that, we're going to be farming this in Ice Thistle Hills in Winterspring, which is located right here in the northern side of Kalimdor. And you can easily get here. And the requirements for this farm are you will need cross-realm assist. Basically what you're going to be doing is you're going to be killing all these Ice Thistle Yetis which are in and around this cave. I just recommend sticking to the cave. What I do basically is I just go into cat form since I am a druid and I get a speed boost, and I just run past and I just loot them while I run past, and I just use my speed buffs, use all the speed buffs, just do this as quickly as you can, kill them and loot, and then basically do that until you get to the end of the cave. And then once you got to the end of the cave, use the cross-realm assist add-on, and I'll leave a link in the description for that. You can actually use the pre-made group finder tool, but I just use this add-on to make things easier. And then basically, as you can see, if I kill one of these mobs, I press quick join. There we go, and they should respawn. There we go. And that's what you want to do. You basically want to clear out this cave, get to the end of it, kill everything, loot everything, and then basically reset your realm, and then just keep repeating that for as long as you want until you get your item or until you basically get tired of doing this. So other than that, the competition was very low while I was farming this. I didn't see anyone here in the few hours that I was here, so that's great. So I did actually farm here for about 20 to 30 minutes, and I did actually get one item worth quite a decent amount of gold. As you can see, I have an add-on called the Undermine Journal add-on, which shows me prices. It's just useful for showing you a bunch of different prices: global mean, median, average, standard deviation, etc. So I'll leave a link in the description for that. You can actually use Loot Appraiser as well, but I just don't bother with that. So this item, as the global mean, it tells me it sells for about 15,000 gold, and on my server as a 3-day price it's about 26,000 gold. That doesn't necessarily mean it will sell for that much. It's just an average across all of the servers in the world, I guess. I did check the auction house for this item, and actually there's no competition for this item right now, so I can actually set this item's price as high as I want. And I am on a high population server, so I would have an easier time of selling this. Plus I am on a role-playing server, which is a nice bonus to that as well. If you're on a low population servers, these things usually sell for a lot higher. However, of course, the low population servers, the economy is not that stable, as there's just not that many people, and these things will take quite a long time, so they can take weeks, months, even years if you're very unlucky. But since this is a very heavy RNG based farm, I don't really have a gold breakdown, plus I didn't really get many items out of this, so I done some statistics instead. So there's about 0.01 drop chance per item, and there's about 21 valuable items that can drop off this cave. So if you calculate that out, that's about 0.21% of getting one item per mob. So I can approximately loot about 270 mobs within an hour. Of course, that's plus or minus 20 or 30 mobs, depending on how fast you can do this. I am a druid again, and I am in cat ford, so I do get a speed bonus. But if I calculate that out as a percentage, that's about 56.7% chance of getting at least one item from this farm per hour. So that means you'd have to farm here for at least 2 hours to get 113.4% chance of the item dropping. So that's about 1,000 to about 100,000 gold every 2 hours, or about 500 gold to about 50,000 gold every hour. So as for my final thoughts on this farm, you are usually guaranteed, statistically speaking of course, to get at least one item every 2 hours. So that's about a decent 500 gold on the lower end if you're very unlucky and it doesn't sell for very much on your server, to an upper side of 50,000 gold if the item that drops is worth that much on your server, and of course if you could sell the item within a reasonable amount of time. But other than that, guys, like and favorite if you enjoyed, and subscribe if you want to see more gold guides like this from me in the future. And until next time, guys, bye!